Hey, what's up guys? Tito here, and this is Aloha Android. How are you guys doing this weekend? So in this video, basically, I'm gonna recap my experience with the Asus ZenFone 3 Max. This is not a brand new device, okay? But when I got it and the time that I've had with it, I'm just gonna tell you guys my thoughts and opinions about it. And yeah, so let's cue that roll and we'll jump right in. So the Asus ZenFone 3 Max. Now this device has been out for quite some time now, and when I picked it up, it went for $149.99. So not a bad price for a device, and you guys will get all the deets right here on the screen. I will pop up some screenshots I took from CPU-Z so you guys can get the deets about this phone basically without me having to explain all that. Also a nice little video at the bottom over here where you guys can see just my time with it. But let me just go on to some things that I want to point out about the Asus ZenFone 3 Max that I think that for those people that are on the market for maybe a nice mid-ranger, something as a backup phone or something like that, you might want to consider the Asus ZenFone 3 Max. So let's talk about the display. The display handles very well. I must tell you guys this right now, that I am actually impressed with the display. Now don't confuse what I'm saying right now thinking like this is the grandest display and everything like that. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is for what you get and what you pay for, the display handles quite nicely. If you're a type of person like me who likes to customize your background a lot, I use backdrops, so customizing my wallpaper happens every day. I like to choose the wallpaper of the day, or I like to go through some wallpapers that I think is just quite nice, maybe like some visual, you know, like some of the ones that show like landscapes and things like that. I like those kind of backgrounds, and they visibly, looking at the display, they look really good on there. So the display is not a real big issue for me. I gotta tell you guys right now, for 149 bucks, I think it's pretty much on the mark as far as money wise. So yeah, you're not gonna get like a super AMOLED display that's just gonna like completely just blow your mind, but I will tell you guys that it handles very well. Let's jump into battery life. Battery life on this device is absolutely pretty cool. Okay, now it doesn't hang as long as my LG X Power does. Even though they both got 4100 milliamp hour batteries, it does not. It gets close to it. So with the way that I use my smartphone, I get about a day and a half. And with the with the X Power, that's what I get, is a day and a half. With the ZenFone 3 Max, I get close to a day and a half on a single charge. Depending on how heavy I'm using the device, it would probably go maybe just one day. So with that being said, basically the battery life is actually fairly well for a 4100 milliamp hour battery. Can't go wrong with it. And the biggest bonus about this device is the fact that it doubles as a power bank. So if this is your backup device or your burner phone you carry on you along with your daily driver, this comes with an OTG cable that doubles up as a way to utilize this phone as a power bank. So you can use this phone to charge another device. Linking up the cables together, you can set it in the mode where it begins feeding power into your daily driver device. If that's what you're going to use this phone for from time to time, is just basically a burner phone, you also use it as a power bank, and that's I think is absolutely cool. Performance with this device is really good, I must say. It is a quad-core processor chip that's in here with the MediaTek chip that it has, but I gotta tell you guys that it actually handles fairly well. It does have some slight lag from time to time when it's really being worked. So I will tell you guys that right now. Compared to other devices that I have octa-core processors that I don't really see any stuttering or lag on, this device does from time to time when it's being overworked. But for regular processes like being on Google+, being on Twitter, being on Instagram, Periscope, etc., it handles quite nicely. And I didn't see any lag at all whatsoever when using those services and even having some of those in background. But it's just when you have a lot of things open in background and then you try to do something that's very, that takes a lot of like high power performance to run, like say you're going to play a game that's very graphical intense, is where you're going to start to see the slowdown, the stutter, and frame drops and all that other stuff that go along with it. So again, this is a mid-ranger, not a flagship, so you can't really expect it to be that buttery smooth. I will go into what I frown upon about this device before closing out this video, and that is the cameras. Now, the cameras do well as far as taking pictures. The pictures are okay. They're not the grandest, greatest, or the most eye-popping and eye-catching photos you're going to take. It will take some good photos. The problem that I have is with the shutter speed. The shutter speed just seems like it's from a device back in 2010. Between 2010 and 2012 is what it feels like. You got that slow shutter response as far as taking the photo, so that is something that I frown upon. It does have what's called a low light mode, but what it's actually doing is reducing the image quality down to 1 megapixel just to get a low light shot. But even the low light shots seem grainy and just, yeah, it's not real pretty to look at. But so cameras on here is probably going to be your downfall. If you're looking for something with absolute outstanding cameras, the ZenFone 3 Max is not going to be it. Some quick footage in low light. Here's a sample of the front-facing camera here at the park. So we got some street light right here, or lamp, if you want to call it that. Got all the swans and ducks in the background. So yeah, this is how a selfie video would look with the ZenFone 3 Max. So overall with this device, I'm actually happy that I actually purchased this device. I use Freedom Pop on it, and since I have 2 SIM cards from Freedom Pop, the last thing I will share with you guys as far as closing out this video is that this is dual SIM. So I have 2 SIM cards on here, and while they don't work simultaneously together, I can switch between SIM 1 and SIM 2. So having a free account on Freedom Pop, or having 2 of them, basically I have about 1,000 megabytes of data if I want to use it outdoor or anything like that. So that's something that you might want to keep in mind. This is a dual SIM device. You can either use 1 SIM card and an SD card, or you can use 2 SIM cards if 16 gigs of onboard storage is enough for you. Basically 9 gigs is available after the operating system. So yeah, that's gotta say, the overall experience, I would give this phone rating 5 stars. Not really. I would give it about 3.5. So right there in the middle in a 5-star rating. So if you guys enjoyed my little recap of the Asus ZenFone 3 Max, drop me a like to let me know. Click that subscribe button and the bell option so you guys know when I upload a video. Again, my name is Tito. This is Aloha Android. Mahalo for watching, and aloha. I'll talk to you guys later.